You're looking for a wedding videographer that can make your special day unforgettable. Stick around because we're going to show you the difference between a new and experienced videographer and how finding the right one can save your marriage.
Hi there, we're Chris and Lexi, your guides to a stress-free wedding. There are so many articles out there telling us brides that the right videographer is one of the most important elements to our wedding. You're probably able to see the difference between high quality and bargain bin clothing. But are you able to tell the difference between an experienced and a new videographer?
I was once a new videographer, and I can promise I was only worth the $700 I was charging. Here are the top 5 reasons that hiring a new videographer is a bad idea. Number 1. New videographers lack wedding day etiquette. There are so many moving parts at every wedding. A new videographer usually doesn't understand where to be when and who to talk to at what time.
Number 2, they don't have quality equipment. Having top quality equipment is pivotal to having a successful wedding day and the wedding film that you desire.
Number 3, they can be more focused on building their portfolio than caring about your wedding. This is a big sore subject for me. I've worked with many videographers and photographers that care more about their portfolio. It puts stress and awkwardness on the couple and makes it harder for them to enjoy their wedding.
Number 4, they may be using your wedding to branch into other areas of videography. Some new videographers don't even care about your wedding. They're just using it as a stepping stone to pursue other avenues of videography.
Number 5, they lack the ability to tell the story of your wedding. A new videographer won't have the understanding of how to film your wedding in order to edit it and make it into a story. Often, they just point a camera at something that's happening and press record.
To easily spot a newbie, you're going to want to get a copy of our 21 questions to ask your videographer. You can get it by clicking the link below in the description. These questions will make it clear if the person you're talking to doesn't even know the first thing about wedding videography.
After asking these questions, jump in and take a look at their portfolio. You can tell a newbie by their portfolio if you see less than 10 weddings or their portfolio is not about weddings at all. Wedding videography is 100% different than stage videography, such as car videos, commercials, and real estate shoots. It would be like calling an Uber driver the same thing as a professional race car driver.
The only reason you may want to hire a new videographer is if your wedding is a year or more away. Hiring a new videographer to fit within your budget may be an okay gamble. After a year or more, that new videographer will have a little bit more experience and won't be quite as risky to film your wedding.
If you want peace of mind, here are the top 5 reasons you should go with a pro.
Number 1, you'll feel more comfortable and less stressed. It makes sense. Someone that's a pro is going to make you feel more confident in them being around and the films they're going to create. An experienced videographer will make it part of their job to put you at ease.
Number 2, you'll be confident that your wedding film will not be an embarrassment. With an experienced videographer, you'll know exactly the level of quality you're going to get in your film because of their extensive portfolio.
Number 3, a professional videographer is a master storyteller. They will know how to film and edit so you can remember your day in an accurate way.
Number 4, when it comes to gear, a pro is prepared. They have all the equipment they need to film, light, and record audio from every moment of your wedding.
Number 5, an experienced videographer is a team player. We cannot stress enough how important it is to have a videographer that works well with the photographer, DJ, and really all the vendors.
To spot a pro, make sure you ask them the questions that we mentioned earlier. An experienced videographer will be able to answer these questions with ease, and you will feel like hiring them is a great decision.
Also, take a look at their portfolio. An experienced videographer should have at least 15 wedding films. Do they have a style? After 2 to 3 years, a wedding videographer should have nailed down their signature style.
The only downside to finding a videographer with experience can sometimes be the price tag. The decision to go with a new videographer versus an experienced videographer is totally up to you. But the pros of having an experience should outweigh the cons of stretching your budget a little bit. Do your research and find a videographer that matches your style before you look at their price tag.
Speaking of budget, a couple that really sees the value in remembering their wedding day will invest 20 to 30% of their overall budget in their photo and video team.
Check out our helpful article about how to price a wedding videographer in the description below.
If you're enjoying the content so far, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and bell for notifications for more of our helpful wedding planning hints.
Now this might sound like a stretch, but finding the right videographer might just save your marriage. You may not know this yet, but marriage is hard. Remembering why you made this commitment to your spouse is the key to loving through the tough times. Having a quality video will help you remember that commitment.
We're all well aware of the wedding day hype and the nerves that can come along with it. A good videographer will turn those nerves into fun and laughter. They'll go the extra mile during every moment to ensure it's exactly what you want. Having the right videographer or photographer can make or break your wedding day.
We can all look at our wedding photos and come up with 1,000 words to define it. The reality is, as times change, so does our perception. And as we grow in our marriage, we realize that we don't see our spouses the same way as we did on our wedding day. The beauty of the wedding film is that you always get brought back to I do.
A wedding film does not promise that your marriage will be better, but it does help us start on the right foot.
We hope that you found this video useful. Go to tlicmedia.com to visit our blog to see more helpful hints, tips, and tricks to plan your wedding. And as always, be blessed, less stressed, and plan happy.
Jesus, I will never let you go.
They have all the equipment that they need to know.
Now I'm yours.
They have all. They've.